Hi everybody. And here so now I just wanted to talk about more updates on my first upcoming book, which I hope to release either sometime this month or sometime next month. Um Sorry, my memory's been really bad lately. But I first I would like to talk about what it's about. And the answer for that, since a lot of people are wondering what it's about, and the answer for that is it doesn't really have a plot or center around anybody. It's not really. It doesn't really have one of those. It doesn't really. It doesn't really. It's not like. It doesn't really. It's not really a basic kind of book for starters, and and it more so relies on the person reading it to focus on something, or in other words it depends on it's um the what it's about, mostly depends on the reader, and stuff like that, and and it depends on the reader, and it's like to move along the narrative and all that, you know. So another thing about it is that it was about my book, it's that it was a lot of its content is influenced by and is influenced by witchcraft, and the contents and the sentences I and rhymes I wrote in it that to form the basis, or lack thereof, basis for it was they're inspired by witchcraft, and and what isn't, and the parts that, and from what isn't inspired by witchcraft, there's also influenced by gothic fiction, since I'm a huge gothic fic fan, and all that, and like gothic fiction, like even though currently I don't know much gothic writers or authors or poets who rhyme in their works, I still those are the still kinds those are the still the kinds of literary pieces that have shaped the influence overall that my book has, or books have in it, in them, and that so now the release date, um I mentioned this already, but the release date should be sometime either this month, or or early next month. I'll see if I can release it sometime this month, and all and that, I'll see. So what am I going to do? So how will people receive their copies of the book? Um I'm trying to think, the website I'm using to release it. I'm still trying to think of cover art for it. Should I use the drawn cover arts that I'm working on for it, or should I use Adobe or something for that to make the cover? I don't know, it's still like a lot I'm thinking about for it. Like a lot that to like make this really to make this vision really and it really expand upon it, you know, like that. I'm also trying to think about if I should ship where I should ship copies of the book to in the country. I mean, not country. in the in the state where in the state I should ship copies of the book to. Like and that how should I make this possible? How will this work? How how can I achieve this? How? What next thing is what I hope to accomplish from this. I hope I a huge part of me hopes that that I just want to let you know that I am not the best nor most orthodox writer, and I and even though certain parts of this is in my book, it's definitely unconventional in so many ways. Like almost every way possible, it's unconventional. But I even even if it receives mixed reviews or and stuff like that, I want it to gain most of the kind a lot of kinds of media I'm into. I want it to gain a cult like fan base and build into something that that would make every would be artist, would be poet, would be anything in general happy. That would make them proud. Because because I've lived a really reclusive and isolated youth, and this book and writing, and bear with me when I say that writing is literally all I have, all the only active thing I have going on for me in life. Bear with me on that. Like, and I hope that if the spells, yeah, that's what I'm calling them, spells in my book are successful, that people will not only use them wisely, but also that they'll not only help me out of this funk that I've been in, but they'll also help other people too in the wisest ways. I'll influence others. It'll have an influence on lots of other people in the state and worldwide, and it will and to build a following generally, and that there will be a huge improvement in life. So I guess I'm reading from script because memory issues. So a final summary, I guess, would be for about this is to I'm still thinking about certain parts of the release of this. I'm still trying to decide, make certain decisions about it, and I still have having hopes and aspirations about this that I hope get resolved, and that's the main thing keeping me in check right now. Hope and patience. As and I hope that this goes well, and I just hope that there's succession. So stay tuned and stay good for any updates.